Hey there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So today we're talking love and marriage, Huntsville. You guys know why you're here. Today we are talking about Latisha and her mom not having the same energy for Stormy. Even though it looks like these memes and these shots and these subliminals that they're throwing is directed towards her from this last episode of Love and Marriage Huntsville, where Stormy is trying to hold Latisha accountable for basically, utilizing everything that is on her website regarding her shipping information, regarding her contact information, and it was basically a copy and paste on Latisha's site. But Latisha wants you to know that she has nothing to do with this, even though she's supposed to be the proprietor and supposed to be the face of this business, right? You want to be an entrepreneur, but you do not want to take the good with the bad. You only want to be accepted whenever it's positive, but you want to blame everybody else when you do something wrong. Make it make sense. So you're placing the blame on this faceless and nameless web developer, but ultimately the buck stops with you. The I should be dotted, the T should be crossed, because you're allegedly the owner, right? You're the alleged face of the brand, right? So you should be able to check, make sure everything is good to go on the website, making sure there's no errors on the website, making sure nobody just blatantly just copied and pasted somebody else's entire business model from their website, which is basic, which is absolutely basic. Checking the products, checking the labels, making sure everything is appropriate with your shipping process, like just basic things. But you do not want to take accountability for anything, and that is a problem. But you and your mom think, oh, well, these are just haters, right? And then nobody's, you're not doing anything right till people start hating on you. No. It's called being held accountable, you guys. And for some reason, some of these reality stars do not want to hold themselves accountable and think that if you critique them, that it's quote unquote hating. No. If you would have just kept it a buck and said, you know what? This is still representing me and my business and my brand. And whether it was me or my web developer, I apologize. I am sorry. This was not okay. But instead, you're getting defensive and playing victim. But there is literally a plagiarism at hand here, right? Like it didn't just fall out of the sky that Stormy's complete shipping information and contact information just landed on your website for your business. That couldn't have just happened as a coincidence. So whether it was you or your web developer, whoever, ultimately you're responsible. And that's why I laugh when Latisha, used to complain about being a stay-at-home mom and, wanted Melody Cherie to get her out there and get her networking in the charity spaces and get her out there so that Latisha could, be seen with all of her degrees doing all these business ventures, right? But you cannot handle the scrutiny. You can't handle the difficulties that come with being an entrepreneur. And something as basic as having your information together that is not a direct copy and paste from somebody else's website is like business 101, right? But see, you don't see it that way, right? See, you think that you can go through life with people never saying anything about you, with people never calling your bluff or calling you out on your behavior, right? And the energy that you should be having for your husband, who is taking solo trips to Africa and alleged bachelor parties in Brazil, solo, you don't have the energy for him, right? But you take out that energy and that displacement and that projection onto women, right? Onto Melody Cherie, onto Kiki, onto Stormy, and everything else, right? But you never have that same energy for your husband. Make it make sense. And you and your mom throwing out these subliminals. But if this was beef with Melody Cherie, there would have been 10 Instagram lives by now. And you would have been calling out any blogger or YouTuber that was in support of Melody Cherie or that you felt was quote unquote against you, right? We would have had 10 videos by now of you calling Melody Cherie every single thing but her actual name, right? We would have had videos and YouTube videos and you in the comments and you and on everybody's pages just calling her out, just dragging her. But you're only doing these memes now. You're hiding behind these memes, except for the one where Latisha actually posted the picture of her and Stormy saying, I guess people hate me, right? And we know who you're talking about, right? Because you're not in any current beef right now with Mel, right? But this is what I'm talking about. And these people who agree to sign these contracts to be on reality shows, and they get upset with, them being in the wrong or something, and so then they want to get on social media and say, you know what, they're against me, or it's something wrong with the edit, and blah, 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 blah. But here's the thing about the edit, right? They can't, alter what you're saying. If you're saying and doing the same type of shady stuff every single time, it's not the edit, it's you. Like, what a concept, right? Mind blown, boom, right? It's you that's the problem, right? But people are, they are so sensitive in this new era. They are so like, oh my gosh, I want everybody to like me. Anybody that says anything bad about me is a hater and blah, 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 blah. No. You need to be held accountable. If you would apologize and said, you know what, whether it was me or my faceless, nameless web developer that did this, it is not okay. It is not acceptable. I apologize. We immediately took it down the moment that it was brought to my attention, right? But instead, you want to go down this entire road, right? You want to go through this whole blame game, and you want to circle around the issue and make it as though people are out to get you and that this is a problem. And that is why Stormy and her husband have no issue coming for you and your husband, because they see through the facade. So I just want to know what the angle is going to be moving forward with this, guys, because it's the same thing that your sister-in-law and her husband have been doing the past few days as well, is they seem to not take accountability either, right? Like, for one, your sister-in-law is, on social media trying to pretend that the last name situation wasn't what she was trying to do, which was throw shade at Melody Cherie, which made zero sense, right? And then you have her husband, right, who is having a message, a quote-unquote warning to bloggers, about, disparaging his name, right? And so you're thinking, okay, this is where he's going to come in and actually defend his wife, right? He is going to come in and stand 10 toes down for Kimmy. But no. This is just all about him, you guys. This is just all about him and making sure you say glowing things about him with roses and flowers and butterflies, you guys. Or fact-checked and research, right? And that you have to live in the reality outside of the reality. Make it make sense, you guys. Make it make sense. All of this gaslighting and all of this victimhood has to stop. It has to, you guys. We are 6 seasons into the show, and it is the same foolishness and shenanigans to the point that social media has overtaken the show because you're so concerned what people are saying. But the bottom line is, without social media, the show would not have gone on as long as it has. So you can't have it both ways. You can't trend on Saturday nights when people have things to say about the episode, but then get upset on social media if it's not favorable towards you. Newsflash, not everybody's going to like you. Not everybody's going to have nice things to say about you. I don't know about you, but have you gone through your entire life where nobody has ever said anything negative about you? Nobody has ever hated on you. Nobody has ever tried to troll you about something. Because if that has happened to any of you, please let me know in the comments. Because I can tell you for a fact that I have never experienced that. I have never gone through life where, everything's just honky-dory, everything's just positive. There is no negativity in sight. Make it make sense, you guys. Please introduce me to the bubble that Latisha and her mom are living in, right? Where there's this entitlement that they're not allowed to be critiqued for anything. If you are in the wrong, if you are, blatantly doing something that is inappropriate, doing something that is plagiarism, why can't we call it out? Right? And why do you get so defensive anytime you're called out for your behavior? Right? Because we see through the nonsense. We see through the foolishness. But you want to try to play victim and turn this into something else when a simple apology, simple accountability would have moved this forward. But the problem is, the Scots are taking this victimhood approach on social media because they're not happy with the number of people who call them out. And so they want to flip the narrative. And they think that if they play victim on social media, that is going to bring people to their side without having context, without having the proper receipts and the proper intel to know that it is, completely full of crap, right? So there's that. So let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.